tell me, why should people choose Parameta Solutions for rates data?
Yes, two reasons, breadth and depth of the data coverage. So when we think about breadth, we're thinking about the number of currencies supported. Currently it's 30 and growing constantly. We also have a large number of instruments, which are in the tens of thousands at the moment. And this is just within the interest rate space. So TP ICAP, which is a group that Parameta sits under, has a whole host of interest rate derivative OTC curves that are available. When we think about its presence within the risk-free market space, it's been a market leader, particularly when it comes to risk-free rates such as SONIA, ESTA, and SOFR. ICAP as a brand is the market leader within the SOFR spread over space, whether that's by market share or by trade count. They have been a market leader in that space. And when we look at Taleprebon as a brand, the TP brand was one of the first to execute SOFR basis trades within the marketplace. And that just shows the breadth and depth with which the two brands are able to bring to the market. The fact that both brands also offer separate inter-dealer flows means that essentially we have a much richer data set there, where when it comes to execution, clients are also expecting to see much more competition when it comes to execution and the prices that they have on offer from the two brands. So overall, Parameta Solutions is able to give clients that richness in terms of the depth and the breadth, and in terms of bringing to market interest rate market data that is useful to every single participant within the market data space.
What makes Parameta's broad OTC coverage stand out from others, and why does that matter more than others?
TP ICAP as a group is the market leader when it comes to the technology that it has on offer. So it has a very rich, sophisticated technology stack with which it's able to bring data to the marketplace. So in terms of being able to calibrate its front office systems, it's able to make sure that the trades and the prices that are published are actually usable, they're scalable, and they're dependable. So it's able to validate a lot of the pricing that comes to market, calibrate them to the highest level. And therefore, when we think about this holistically, Parameta is able to provide those two aspects of it, where it's the richness of the history of the data, as well as this unbiased view of the data and where it comes from and who's able to provide those data points.
Traditionally, Parameta's really been used by the sell side, but we're seeing a kind of growing use amongst the buy side. What do you kind of see as the use for buy side, and what are the use cases for people in that space with Parameta data?
Interest rates and rates data in general underpins the global financial markets. Interest rate changes in one part of the globe may impact changes in another part of the globe. And this is reflected then in how that data is used, whether it's for hedging, whether it's for asset valuation, whether it's for risk management, because the data that we provide is available in real time and also within snaps if clients want it that way. So that aspect alone then means that those particular hedge funds or prop trading firms can actually be able to access the markets as quickly as possible and react as quickly as possible when market conditions are changing.
What would you say is the value of both linear and non-linear products?
Linear products, in this case, we're talking about plain vanilla IRSs, whereas non-linear, we're talking about interest rate options. And these largely underpin what's happening within the interest rate market. So when it comes to linear, we're talking about interest rate swaps, overnight index swaps, risk-free rates, which could also be part of the OIS markets. We also have basis swaps within the linear markets. And then when we think about what's happening in the non-linear markets in terms of options, this reflects what's happening in terms of market volatility in reacting to the interest rate swaps. So all of these are very important and pertinent to financial participants to be able to understand what's happening in each particular instrument, how does it affect one aspect of the market as opposed to another. And all of these instruments are supported within Parameta's interest rate product offering.
So you mentioned interest rate offerings. What kind of interest rate packages are available?
Parameta Solutions offers a range of interest rate packages, both within the TP and the ICAP brands. So at the top level, we have the two brands, and then we have G7 instruments, which reflect the global 7 most liquid currencies. And then beyond that, we have our global offering, which offers every single instrument and currency that we have available to us. And then beyond that, and looking further afield within the capital market space, Parameta Solutions also offers a whole host of other commercial packages. So for instance, we have our foreign exchange, our FX packages, which are quite popular. We also have our fixed income packages, our money markets packages, And all of these are supposed to assist financial participants within the capital market space be able to better navigate what's happening in those markets, understand what's happening in those markets, react to them, whether it's from a hedging perspective, a risk mitigation perspective, or whether it's just being able to understand what are the current market conditions and whether they're viable for them to be able to go in and trade.
Definitive options there. And how do people kind of access these packages?
Within Parameta Solutions, we like to think of ourselves as very agnostic in terms of how clients have access to our data. So in terms of delivery, we offer a whole host of solutions. That could be via an API solution, FTP delivery, it could be an email, it could also be a cloud solution via Snowflake or some other cloud solution providers that we work with.